So, okay, last week was a lot, right? So, I've
God.
been deep in research mode trying to figure out what I want to do with my master's, what country I want to go to, what program. And I ordered a new mic a few days
Mhm.
ago, especially after the demon incident.
I love the
That
name, honestly.
that's what I'm calling it. And it said it was delayed today because I was like, have my Amazon packages come? Where are all those Amazon packages? And then it said like it was going to come on like August, I don't know, 5th or 10th or something like that. And I was like, fuck off. Like, but then all of a sudden I get a phone call and I'm like, who's this? And it's quite late. And he was like, hi miss, I'm outside your door. It's Amazon. I'm like, is it? Is it Amazon?
Girl, you motherfucker for real. This is not the accent you put when you were telling me the story,
No.
like of the rare.
Okay, no, I didn't. I sounded, well, I put on like an Indian accent, but I just sound like slightly racist. I am Indian, guys, so it's fine.
It
But
was okay.
yeah, it's fine. I sound weird when I put on any accent other than this.
Mm.
But okay, I feel like I'm officially finally overwhelmed.
And honestly, that's okay. But meanwhile, when Dee was going through all of that, I officially moved into my new place. Yay!
Congratulations.
But the day I moved in, my mom and my sister left after visiting for like a whole month.
Hmm.
So it's kind of silent and kind of lonely because my roommate's not even here right now. She's coming in September. So I have like this whole place to
A
myself from,
while.
yes, I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? But so I'm still like half living out of boxes. I'm still trying to like move in and like take stuff out. I'm still trying to relax, but my brain is not getting the motherfucking memo because she's like, you need
Trust.
to get this, you need to get this, you need to get this, you need to get this. So I've been the amount of storage that I now have is just crazy. I'm just gonna say that.
No, like yesterday, right? Because I feel like, we're both kind of in our own space. We called for hours, and I mean like 4 or 5 hours, like a long time. And she was building a nightstand, being Bob the Builder, and she did it so well.
Guys, you would be proud of me if you see that little motherfucker that I stand. It was hard work, but I got there.
No, she literally did. She was sat there for like an hour and a half and she just went at it, and it's so good. I could never. But I was just reading and we were just sat in silence for like an hour or something while she was doing that. And it was nice because I feel like we're also at that point right now where it's summer, we've got things going on, but we're also like bored, you know?
Mm,
We're
yeah,
not stimulated as much as we want to be.
exactly.
But yeah, like another thing that's happening, which I have a bone to pick with my body, right? So we are both breaking out like in acne from the heat. I feel like it's from the heat because it's bad outside. But my
Well,
skin
it's not
literally
that
said,
bad out here.
yeah,
I think it's because I'm just anxious and stressed for me. And I'm
yeah.
really healthy.
Yeah, like my skin was literally like, you're stressed? Cool. Let me show you how stressed you can be.
No, because literally, I'm one pimple away from fucking losing it. Yesterday, while building it, I felt like a pimple growing. You know? I don't know how, but I did. By the end of the night, it was so big. I was like, fuck this. I washed my face, did my whole skincare routine, put on a pimple patch, woke up the next day. The pimple patch was amazing because it took all the gunk out.
Mm,
But then I put one right after I brushed my teeth and everything. Took it out before I showered. Why am I bleeding? Why is it bleeding?
mm,
And this happened again, like before, and I got a cystic acne. So I was fucking scared. But now I'm
yeah.
not anymore. But honestly, it's not even cute anymore. It's like it's war with myself. I'm at war with my own body, and I hate it.
No, like I don't. I'm so upset about
Yeah.
everything because I was doing some research, right? And I found out, I might be wrong, but I don't think I am, that women go through another like stage of puberty when they're like 19, 20, which men don't go through. And I can't do that again. I
And
cannot.
I think we go to three because I think menopause is also like
No,
puberty.
shut up. I am
I'm not
so
100% sure.
tired.
I'm not
When
100% sure, but I
when do
think,
I look like Bella Hadid, babe? Like when is it my turn?
girl, I
I
don't
know.
even know.
I know, but like we've both literally just been trying to calm down, read. We're currently reading the same book, which I
Mhm.
love, and
It's
shout
good so
out to
far.
that because it's keeping us sane. But yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it's been one of those weeks, you know?
Yeah, this episode is such a contrast from like last Monday's episode because
Mm,
the last episode it felt very heavy, and it was because it was a very happy, like a very happy, sorry, heavy episode. But this week's is not exactly lighter, but it's more, I think it's more honest and like very much needed because I think I'm very productive today.
mm.
So I don't know. I've been very productive recently, which I haven't, which I was not last week. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like today we're talking about what happens when your home doesn't feel like home, which I feel like a lot of people can relate to. So it's like when the people around you make you feel invisible, even when nothing's technically wrong. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And then we're going to dive into something a little softer, but it's just as important. We're becoming the version of ourselves that we have always hoped for.
mm.
Not perfectly and not all at once, obviously, but enough to like notice it.
Yeah, so if you've ever questioned your space, your worth, or your progress, I feel like this episode's for you. So let's get into it, right? So the first topic is toxic roommates and feeling unwelcome in your own space. I think Nuha and I can relate to this
About it.
very well.
Like, can we talk about how insane it is to feel like a guest in your own damn like house?
Mm,
Because we are, I'm not at home right now because I'm not in Dubai. I'm at
yeah.
a house. I don't feel like I'm at home because I feel like I don't know, but I don't feel like home. Like I pay rent. I pay the same rent that everyone's paying. I wash all my dishes that I didn't even use. I'm washing other people's dishes because I have a pet peeve of people keeping all their like dishes and things in this.
Yeah.
I hate it. Every time I cook, right after I'm washing my dishes and then I go eat. Like I
Yeah.
can't, that's just me. And I have to like tiptoe around my own mother damn kitchen because God forbid someone looks at me like I'm the problem existing.
Yeah.
You know, this, it's not happening in my place right now, but at my old place, I have to like be quiet like after hours. I get it, but also like I'm a uni student. Like I want to go out and party, and like I know other people don't like that, but thankfully 3 out of the 4 girls like to party, including me. So we were always out. And also, can we talk about people using your stuff without permission?
Mm,
Because why? I keep my like uh my utensils out and stuff, right? And
mm.
I am open to sharing my stuff, but just ask me. Even if I tell you, like at the beginning, I will tell you use whatever, but asking is like a courtesy, you know? So I have this one friend, right? I let her use everything because like we have this thing where we share our stuff, which love that for us. So she'll always, but the thing is, we'll always ask each other every single time, hey, like, can we use our stuff? Even though we both tell each other, like, don't even ask, just
Because
use it.
it's good manners.
Yeah, it's good manners. But there is this one person in our lives, for in both of our lives, she'll ask after she uses it, and I'm like, girl,
If
what?
she's feeling nice enough to
Yeah.
ask.
And what's it called? She borrowed a shampoo of mine and used. a good amount of product. And she just kept on using my stuff. And I wouldn't have minded if she asked, because if she asked,
Can
go
we
ahead.
talk about how you both have completely different hair types?
Yeah, like I have curly hair and she has straight hair. So I did tell her, like, hey, like my shampoo is specifically for curly hair. And she's like, no, no, it's okay. And yeah, and you know, it's
And
annoying.
she
Like,
was she was rich as fuck, by the way.
girl, she was very, very wealthy. Like, I don't put out that word like out there, but she
Lightly,
was.
yeah.
Sorry, lightly, but she was. Like, she was buying, she goes to downtown just to do a facial. And if you live in Canada, downtown Toronto, facials are expensive. So, and in the place where we're living now, there are facials, but they're more affordable. So she's going downtown. The girl is rich, right?
Yeah, I okay. I've also had a very, very terrible. I've had terrible flatmate experiences, right? So let's get into it because Nuha knows, and I'm very
Mm,
passionately upset about it.
yeah.
So my first 3 months of university, I joined this all girls flat. I think I might have brushed over it.
Sorry, I just made a sound, and now I'm just cringing for that sound. So please
We didn't
don't.
hear it, babe. You're fine.
Okay, good. I don't know
Yeah.
what came out of my mouth.
So you guys, we don't have multiple takes. I've mentioned this before. We are so, like one take,
I just made
natural,
a sound
uncut.
a pedophile would make when you look at a little girl, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just?
Noah, shut up. Anyways. Anyways, I'm gonna put you in timeout right now. So
Mute myself.
so the first 3 months I was in an all girls flat. It was seven other girls, excluding me, so eight in total. And new country, new place, new everything. Everyone was from the UK. I was the only international student. Most of them made me feel like shit, right? Mm, excluded me from things. I swear, not even joking. I was so nice. I was the peacekeeper, never said anything out of place, never did anything very much like, hi guys, how are you? Very, very soft spoken, nice. Because I was like, okay, I'm going to,
She was a
be.
really nice person, guys. She's like really nice.
Are you being sarcastic? I can't tell.
No, I no, I'm being serious. I'm just I don't know why I've been giggling this whole time.
No, guys, I am nice. I mean, I feel like
She's
I
nice
have
when
a
she
very resting bitch face and I don't take shit from people, but in general, I am a good person. I promise you. I'm that kind of person that you think, "Oh my God, are they going to be mean?" And then you go up to them and they're like, "Not at all." Very, very like, you know, be my friend. We're best friends now. Like, but okay, they left me out of things, left me out of plans. Um, these girls were racist towards me. They were absolutely horrible. Whatever. 3 months later, I move. Then I move into a flat with mostly guys, which was different. And there was this one guy. Whoa, he was something special, right? Let me just list out a few things he lied about, right? So he lied about his age. He lied about what university he went to. He lied about what course he did. He lied about him having a car. He lied about where
Damn.
he was from. He lied about what what his like parents, like their role in his life. He lied about his sister. He lied about like his, just loads of things. I honestly, they all don't come to my head because it's been well over a year, but he was interesting to say the least, right? So one of our other flatmates, his cousin comes to stay, and they had this weird thing where guys don't want to share a room with their friends, so they make them sleep in the kitchen. Except sleeping in the kitchen's not allowed by management, but okay, if no one knows, no one tells. Fine, whatever. And so this guy's cousin, creepy ass shit. Like we go
Oh,
clubbing
the
one day.
fat guy. Oh my gosh. It was okay.
Yeah,
I just remembered. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So his cousin, creepy as shit, right? So we were coming back from clubbing. We're all friends. I'm so nice because I'm like trying to organize flat nights out and stuff so we can all bond and because they never did it before I came. And this dude suddenly starts feeling me up, and I'm like, whoa, buddy, no, hell no. And then he was like, no, babe, why? And I was like, no, babe,
No.
why? Why? Like, get away from me. And I ran home. I saw our com and I, what's it
Wait,
called?
were you on call with me? Because I remember there was an instance where you called me while running home because you were like,
Oh
you
no, that's probably
guys.
another.
Okay.
England's an interesting place. I promise you that will happen.
The
That's
amount
happened more
of
than
times
once.
he has called me while running home from the club is I don't
Yeah.
know how many times.
Yeah, and guys, I want to make this very, very clear. I love going clubbing with my friends, but that's literally to just dance with my girlfriends and come home. Not once in my life have I gone to a club to hook up with a man. Not once in my life have I tried to hook up with a man in a club. Not once in whatever, man, woman, whatever. Not
Right.
once in my life have I ever, given any hint to anyone in a club that I am interested. And if they come up to me, I just say, "Hey, babe, not interested." Move on. That's it.
Please
Very
leave.
much. I stick to myself, my business. I am not giving anyone wrong ideas. But okay.
I got
Then 5 in the morning, I go for no earlier than that. I go for a walk because I'm so uncomfortable. I meet up with a friend, I go for a walk, and then I come back. 5 in the morning, I walk in the kitchen. It's quiet. I hear noises. Nuha, this man, the cousin, was having sex with a stranger. He is also a stranger. He's like in his late 20s or something, having sex with a stranger in our kitchen, on our kitchen couch in the dark under some
that.
makeshift blanket
Oh wow. That
in a
yay.
student
If you
accommodation.
are a guest in someone else's home, please do not do that.
You are not even a guest in someone else's home where everyone knows you, babe. I barely know my flatmates. Forget about you. I turned around, I walked away. Can we first talk about how terrible that sex looked? I stayed for a total of 5 seconds before I was terrified and I ran away. But that man took approximately like a minute between each. It looked so disappointing. And I had seen
I
them
feel
before I
bad.
went in my room.
I feel
Huh?
bad for the person in the other end. I
No,
feel
no,
bad for
no. So, okay, okay. Here's where it gets interesting, right? So, when I'd come back from the club, I first went into the kitchen. I say my stories really weirdly, so I hope you guys can follow. But I went in the kitchen and there were like loads of people, all my flatmates and stuff, and they were like playing like FIFA or something on the TV, some of the guys and like the girls, they were chatting and whatever, like everyone was having fun and they were drinking alcohol. And I was like, interesting. Okay. I wake up the next day. I'm like, there is something missing from my room. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it was important to me. It was significant. I was like, there is something missing from my room. I ask them, they gaslight me. 2 days later, I find out that flatmate let the other guy, by the way, it's not his cousin, it's another flatmate who just became friends with that guy, somehow let him break into my room, take my stuff and leave. I think it was like soda and like Sprite and like mixes and stuff, right? Because my friends, they drink and whatever, right? It was like some Smirnoff Ice and whatever. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I wasn't in my room. Obviously, like I do lock my door every single time now. But I was like, okay, one day we were in a rush. We were rushing out to go, get there on time before the door shut. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I won't close my door. Who's gonna come into my room? It's my room, you know? You've got like security locks and fobs and stuff everywhere. No one's gonna take a chance. Was I wrong? Boy, was I wrong.
In your
Um,
random house they're stealing. That's crazy. Can I just say that is crazy? Did you get
also,
involved? I would
I,
have gone
you
someone
know,
involved.
yeah. So I brushed that aside because I made him buy new ones, all of everything new, fine. And he argued like crazy. Okay, leave that. Cousin went, whatever. Next time, he has a friend come over from London. His friend looks like a blobfish, by the way. Literally, what a blobfish looks like, that, right?
Oh no.
Like,
Okay.
he is horrendous. And this guy's like, I'm from Imperial College. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Anyways, his friend, in the first 10 minutes of meeting me, calls me a word with a hard R, says I'm clapped, I'm this, I'm that, solely because I asked him to repeat a sentence because I couldn't understand what he said to me. Said I was uneducated, a R word, a this, a that.
Is he okay? Is he okay?
No. And I was like,
That
okay, fine, whatever. Then we all go outside. We come
mm,
back, and then I start cleaning the kitchen, like thoroughly cleaning the kitchen, because I was like, look, this guy's staying in the kitchen. I know he's not been nice to me, but I'm still gonna clean it up for everyone because he's gonna sleep in the kitchen, and I want to be nice. And let me remind you, by the way, earlier that day, me and my friend had gone into the kitchen because I wanted to get her some food. This guy was lying down on the couch. He doesn't live there, by the way. I need to make this very clear, right? If you're following, he's like, get out of the kitchen. Why are you in the kitchen? I said, babe, it's my kitchen. Who the hell are you? He was like, well, no,
yeah.
my friend lives here. And because my friend pays rent, technically I pay rent. So I live there. Huh?
What kind of what the fuck? Is he okay?
I walked out, warmed up food, and walked out and told him to shut up. But okay, I'm not trying to like fight someone. I don't care enough. Right? He's so in like he has no value in my life. Okay. But that day, so I come back, I let them in because they forgot their key. And one of my other flatmates was like, hey, you're inside. Can you please let them in? So I was like, okay, fine, cool. They go in the kitchen, sit down. All of a sudden, start being nasty towards me. Absolutely. I can't even remember the things they said, but I am not a crier. And I started bawling my eyes out. My friend had just left, called her. I was like, please come back. I can't do this. She calls the other flatmate. My flatmate was with two other of his friends. And I am like crying. I'm like, I don't want to go. I hate this, blah, blah. And then, dude, these two guys, like when you think of an incel, that's exactly what they are. Like, haha, fuck women, haha, they all deserve to like die and exactly like that, right? Anyways, so they go into the kitchen and a lot of people are drunk. I'm not, but mostly everyone else is drunk. One of my flatmates' friends tells him what's happening, what's up. And the guy's like, oh, she's just so fucking annoying. She's just this and that. Except he fails to mention the fact I said absolutely nothing to him, did not respond to him. I was just cleaning the kitchen for him so he'd feel better sleeping in the kitchen because his own friend doesn't want him sleeping in the room. Anyways, this guy's like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God. Anyways, it's that was happening.
Show. It was a lot going on. I remember when she called me and told me about this, I didn't even know
Horrified.
what to say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know what to say because I was like, I wanted her to get out of there, but
You can't just leave.
yeah, you have to
But
see.
anyways, so fast forward to like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. We've been awake the whole night, terrified. Okay. Sorry. Didn't get to the best part, guys.
Oh,
I hear noises around 5 a.m. ish, 6 a.m. around then, late five. Outside my door. And it's screaming and shouting by those two guys because they ran to the room, to that one guy's room. right? Because they were kicked out of the kitchen. This guy is pretending to be drunk, and keyword is pretending to be drunk. Threatens, no, threatens to piss on my door.
Are you?
The
What the?
friend redirects him. He
Is he
takes
okay?
his out,
Stop.
pisses in our hallway, goes back to his room. 15 minutes later, comes out. By the way, he's pretending to be drunk. He's had a shot of whiskey, period. At like 8 hours ago. Like, this guy was sober, right? His friend again says, I'm gonna fucking piss on her door. I'm gonna blah 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 blah. His friend redirects him. He pisses in the fire, not the fire escape, but like they like the thing where like the fumes go and they open it when there's a fire and the fumes go out.
Oh my god.
And then
Forgot about this part.
sorry, my mic just fell. But and then he so we recorded all of that and then proceeds to just go back and sleep. The whole hallway smelled like piss. Anyways, I write a scathing email to management. Management loves me, by the way, loves me because I like bake them cookies, make them food, like I had this like Hello Fresh box and I was like, you guys want it as like an early Christmas present. Like it's not cheap, like loads of different things. Like I've like, helped them out with like marketing things, like loads of things. Because for me, I always believe in building a communication with people. Not
Mhm.
communication, sorry, connection with people. And I
Yeah.
think that's
Very
so
important.
important. You care for me, I care for you. That's just how the world works, right? I wrote an email saying I am traumatized, I am this, I am that. In less than a day, the guy was kicked out of our flat. And thank God for that because I was terrified, especially as a woman in a country you've never like been to, like when you have no support around. It's terrifying.
Exactly. It is.
Uh,
It's
What?
really. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, no. I was just gonna say, like, got him kicked out, and then less than a month later, or a few months later, I'd gone back home to Dubai, and my friend saw him, right? And this guy, by the way, when they kicked him out, I was like, oh, you're like relocating to a different flat, and he was like, no, and he was literally in denial. And I was like, why are you denying it? I spoke to the manager. Like, what is wrong with you? He was like, no, I'm not. No, they never spoke to me. When they spoke to me, they were laughing. And my two friends, like, that were in the building, were raging. They went to management. They started screaming at them. You were laughing at her, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, no, we didn't. So the guy lied to me, lied to management, lied to everyone. And I was like, what are you getting out of this? Right. And he was supposedly like early 20s or something, like, or 21. And I was like, oh my God, you're 21 years old. Okay. And then he moves out of that flat. And no, and then he's like, after he changed this thing, can we just brush this, you know, just brush this away? Can we just go back to normal? Like, I'm sorry. And I was like, babe, it took you that long. Get out of my house. Okay. Then he moves to that new flat. I meet this girl and we were just talking normally because it was first year, right? This girl was like, I told her a little bit about the story and she was like, wait, this guy's in my flat. And he had told us, he had met us once in the corridor and he was like, oh, my flat never speaks to each other. And I was like, oh, is that true? And she was like, no, 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 we speak to each other. We just don't speak to him. He's a weirdo. The first thing he told us was that he like pissed on the in the hallway and stuff. But it's like all ha 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 shits and gigs. And I was like, we gave him a clean slate and he couldn't even keep that up.
What the hell is wrong with
And
him?
then a few months later, when I left and my friend spoke to him, found out that this guy got in a car crash, crashed his car, got in a bad accident. His parents, because of that, his mom kept defending him and his dad was tired. So he led to his parents getting a divorce. He's
Sorry.
he's
Wait.
yeah. Wait, wait. He's dropping out of uni. He's leaving the country. He's like, there was so much going on, and I was like, oh my God, babe, you have completely screwed up your life. He also lied, and that's when we found out like he lied about his uni, he lied about his course, he lied about his age, he lied about his everything. And I was like, guys, the lore is crazy. Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Guys, whenever I talk about like, oh, my room, like my worst nightmare with my roommates, she just comes up with the worst. So like, you know what? Actually, I don't have it as bad as her. So like, that is okay.
Oh yeah,
But
and my recent like roommate is also my last year's roommate was also insane where he had some agenda against me, except this
oh
guy
my,
was a heavy drug user. So he's actually insane, but okay, regardless. What we're talking about essentially is that you don't need to tolerate disrespect. I
we
think
do
you can tell with me is that if someone, oh, my voice just cracked,
not.
but
I know.
if you can get yourself out of that situation where, sorry, if you are paying money, there should be a very good possibility that you can get yourself out of that situation.
Exactly. Exactly. Because what the hell even is that?
Because
But
babe, you don't deserve the bare minimum with people you like live with, right? Like being
exactly. And
spoken
you're
to
paying.
normally.
And you are paying.
Yeah. It's
So get your money's worth and like move.
Yeah, like if you're like walking on eggshells, right, in like your kitchen, like you're like, my first 3 months, I went through such a depressive episode. I lost over like 10, 15 kgs because I literally just starved myself and fell asleep because I was scared of going in the kitchen. And I am a great cook and a really good baker. So it is not an issue with my food. I was just terrified, you know? And I feel like being a guest in your own home can literally just like destroy your
Mm-hmm.
sense of self, which
It
is,
does. It
yeah.
does.
Okay, let's move on because I've spoken for like well over 10 minutes. But another thing that we want to speak about quickly is becoming the version of yourself you used to dream about, which I think is so important.
It's very, very important because no one tells you about becoming the version of yourself you're used to dream about, you know?
Mm,
That it's not always big, shiny, like a glow up moment. Sometimes it's just you on your floor at, let's say, 2, 3 a.m. whispering, I don't want to live like this anymore. And then whisper, that's the beginning. I want to change,
yeah.
right? It's not aesthetic, right? And it's not the same. Some days it's just like maybe 3 steps forward and then sobbing over a song you haven't heard since high school and it just brings you nostalgia and you're just crying over that. But guess what? That's still like movement, that you're still becoming a new you.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you probably used to think that you had to be perfect to be proud. But now, you know, healing doesn't come with like a certificate, you know? It
Mm,
comes up with like little quiet moments, like choosing not to go out every time, saying no, maybe resting without being very guilty,
mm.
or just being in your own space, even if it's messy, but just being in your own space comfortably. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, I also feel like becoming the best version of yourself is also unlearning a lot of habits. So like
Mm,
mm, the lies you told yourself or the lies you told others or like the limits you've set for yourself or like I don't know, the version of yourself that made other people comfortable. Like I feel like a lot of the times we feel like we need to show people the progress we're making and like make a performance out of it and be like, okay, I've done this, this, and this, guys, validate me. But I feel like sometimes slow change is even a significant amount of change because a lot of things, like, okay, for example, losing weight, right? That's a very big goal for a lot of people. Gaining weight, gaining muscle, losing muscle, like blah, 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 blah. That doesn't happen overnight, right? You don't have a genie, you don't rub a lamp and you're like, "Oh, voila, I've got a gorgeous model like body now." Like not everyone wants that, but you know, it's an
You
example.
work
I
hard
just,
for it. You work hard for
yeah.
it. So
And
you
you
have to
deserve to
work hard.
congratulate yourself. And you
Exactly.
deserve to feel those little wins, because that's what makes you want to keep going. The more you deny yourself, good things, the more sorry, the less you feel motivated, you know?
Exactly. All this stuff doesn't happen overnight. You have to, there are going to be complications along the way, but you
Yeah.
just have to push through and get there. You
Mm.
know?
Yeah. I just I
Yeah.
feel like it's literally the idea of like maybe those months or those years or those weeks or something where you told yourself like, I can never do that. There's no way I can achieve that. Oh, I can't survive. I can't do this. I can't do that. The fact that you start telling yourself, wait, no, I can, I will, and I'm going to. That itself, that one step you've taken to validate yourself is so important. And that's what would help you succeed in your journey.
Exactly. Ex no. Yeah. But like you don't owe the world like how like a curated version of your progress. You don't
Mm,
have to be thriving, happy, like, oh my gosh, I'm amazing, like 24/7 to prove that you're healing. Like, honestly, some days I'll just be like crying in the shower and still showing up for myself the next day or even on the same day, you know? A good cry in the shower is amazing. If you haven't cried in the shower, you're missing out, just saying. But like becoming the version of yourself that you want to become, like be, it means that you have to do maybe uncomfortable work, like setting boundaries, disappointing some people who
yeah.
benefit from you being silent, you know?
Mm,
And like, as Diva said, like unlearning the belief that like love has to be earned, you know?
yeah.
Because love does not have to be earned, it has to be given.
Yeah. Love, appreciation,
Yeah.
validation.
Yeah. And like, guess what? Like, the version of you that once whispered, or like you told yourself, like, hey, I'll never get through this. They were wrong. They were wrong because you did, and that counts and that matters. So you are not behind. You're just becoming a better version of you, and it does not have to be loud or it doesn't have to be like extravagant. It can it can be silent and just you just being you. Like when
Yeah.
I lost some weight, I didn't go telling everyone, they noticed it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. Like, I don't go screaming out my achievements, you know? Sometimes like if you achieve something, it is good to like tell people because you are allowed to be proud of your achievements. I'm not telling you not to be proud of your achievements because if you have good achievements, be proud of them and tell them. But like being loud, you don't have to necessarily be loud all the time,
Yeah.
you know? So you're allowed to be proud of who you are and like progress. You don't need like permission to do anything that you want to do. And yeah, you just be you.
Be you, exactly, because I feel like the best version of you is your true, authentic self. And when you stop living for others and you start living for yourself, I feel like you realize that. Because I had this thought the other day, because one thing throughout my childhood and throughout my life, my mum's always been like, oh, I don't think you're even gonna pass like the seventh grade maths, or like A levels or GCSEs, or your first year, your second year, you're this, you're that, like, but not in a way where it's like demeaning, but more so like didn't have faith in me because I wasn't, good at maths or something, right? Like practically speaking. But the thing is, I have come so far. And I sometimes realize that. And I think it's so important that I'm like, wait, I am, I have come through and dealt with all those hurdles that life has thrown at me. And even when I thought that I wouldn't be able to do it, I have. And that is so crazy that I have, gone through so much and dealt with so much, and I've come out stronger than ever. And I feel
Mhm.
like a lot of the times it's literally like growth isn't like always about ambition and like, oh, I need, or like a checkbox, right? I need to do this, this, and this, and then I'm growing. But it's more so literally just you being kind to yourself
Mhm.
and saying that, okay, I'm proud of myself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. But guys, we're gonna cut this little this episode because we've gone it a little longer than usual. But I
Mhm.
think you needed to hear Diva's rant about her roommates because I like
Yeah.
was
You're
yeah,
welcome.
I was gagged when she told me. So like, hopefully you guys are like amazed. But just before we leave, I want to say, do you guys have any drama? Do you have decisions that you might regret? Situations, ships that make absolutely zero sense? Please tap the link in our bio and submit to You Asked for This, and we will give you advice. We'll roast you with love, and we'll tell you if you are right or wrong.
Hmm.
Please go click that bio and submit something. And I know you guys want more, don't you?
Relax. We've got you. Join us next time on Unlicensed and Unbothered.
Bye!
Bye
Bye!
bye.